Okay, and we're going to graph the easy way.
The easy way.
The easy way.
So we can write x and y are -1, 0, 1.
Yep. Okay, so we're given 2x squared minus 2 equals 0. And we're going to solve this by graphing. So we're going to make a table of values using -1, 0, and 1. Okay, so if I plug in -1, 2 times -1 squared minus 2. Well, what's -1 squared? 1. 1 times 2 is... Okay, so 2 minus 2 gives me 0. Okay, if I plug in 0, 2 times 0 squared minus 2. 0 squared is 0 times 2 is 0. 0 minus 2 is -2. And then lastly, if I plug in 1, 2 times 1 squared minus 2. 1 squared is not 0. 1 times 2 is 2 minus 2 is 0. There you go. Sorry, I wasn't following your thought process there for a second. Okay, so we're going to graph this. So -1, 0 tells me to go back 1, up 0. 0, -2 tells me to go over 0, down 2. And 1, 0 tells me to go over 1, up 0. If I then connect my points to make my graph, I get a parabola that looks like this. And we were supposed to solve this, so we're going to look at where it crosses the x-axis. So where does my graph cross the x-axis? -1, okay, and 1, and +1. So that's your answer. Yep, you're going to graph it, and then you're going to tell me where it crosses the x-axis. You pretty much already did this all, yes. But there's no more. Yeah. I feel like you just ripped my heart out of my chest. Yes. Yes. There's nothing else. We're going to do 2 more and then you guys can get started.
I guess you're getting this break.
So if I plug in -1, I get -1 squared minus 4 times -1 minus 4. -1 squared is?
Hold on, wait.
Okay, sorry.
I'm good.
-1 squared is 1, and we still have this negative out front, so it goes back to being negative. Okay, -4 times -1 is?
Minus, or add 4.
Add 4. So -1 plus 4 minus 4 gives me -1. Okay? If I plug in 0, -0 squared minus 4 times 0 minus 4. 0 squared is?
0.
And you can't have -0, so it's just 0.
0.
4 times 0 is 0. 0 minus 0 minus 4. -4. And then if I plug in 1, -1 squared minus 4 times 1 minus 4. This becomes -1. 4 times 1 is 4. 1 minus 4 minus 4, -9. Okay. So -1 tells me to go back 1, down 1. 0, -4 tells me to go over 0, down 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, -9 tells me to go over 1, down 9. Now the only other thing I need to check is if my parabola is going to open up or down. It's going to open down, right, because of that negative, so I know it goes this way, and then I just mirror it to find the other side. And so what does that tell me about my zeros? It's imaginary.
We're just switching it.
Yeah, but tomorrow's assignment is different.
So, is this that one? Is it Is it just either?
Alright, and then the last one we're going to look at is x squared plus 5x minus 4x. equals 4x. And on our other two equations that equal 0, they always have to equal 0. So I need to get this 4x to the other side. To move it, I have to subtract it. Okay, so then 4x minus 4x cancels and leaves me 0, which is what I want. Then on this side, I get x squared minus 4x plus 5. So that's the equation I'm going to use. Okay. Okay, so if I plug in negative 1, negative 1 squared minus 4 times negative 1 plus 5. Negative 1 squared is 1. Negative 4 times negative 1 is positive 4. 1 plus 4 plus 5 is 10. If I plug in 0, 0 squared minus 4 times 0 plus 5. It's 5. If I plug in 1, 1 squared minus 4 times 1 plus 5. 1 squared is 1, 4 times 1 is, so 1 minus 4 plus 5 is 2. Okay, so that's the way graph. So negative 1, 10 tells me to go back 1, up 10. 0, 5 tells me to go over 0, up 5. And 1, 2 tells me to go over 1, up 2. Does my graph open up or down? Up. Very good. So what does that tell me about my zeros? Imaginary.
Wait, so it has one side.
No, if it doesn't cross your x-axis,
Oh.
it's imaginary. Okay, so that's all you guys are doing today, 557, 1 through 14.